guys, how are you all doing? I hope everyone is doing well. So today's message is going to be for the 23rd to the 24th of May. This is a collective reading. So what is it exactly that the collective need to hear for the 23rd and 24th of May? Give me a message, please. Okay, we start the reading with the Four of Swords and the Six of Cups. So it does seem as though there has been a period of solitude, a period of rest following from a past connection here, okay? So there's been somebody in your energy who you have had a disconnect from. This is somebody who you feel you shared a very deep bond with, a very spiritual connection. But with the Four of Swords pairing with the Six of Cups, it definitely does seem as though you did have to step away and take some solitude for yourself. The Four of Swords speaks all about healing. Time to heal, time to go within, and just a time to stop, really. Tell me what else you would like me to see. Page of Wands. Okay, give me two more, please. Two more, please. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. One more. Okay, we'll have two. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups. All right, we've got three. The Hermit and the Tower. We also have here at the bottom of the deck the Queen of Cups. Okay, what is going on here? This does look a little bit messy, I'm not gonna lie. And I say that because the Tower is here. Now the Tower is not always you know, a negative energy. Whenever we see the Tower come out, a lot of people do get a little bit scared, a bit paranoid, but really for me a Tower is a positive kind of energy. It's all about the crumbling down of an old way of being or an old way of looking at things. Perhaps even you know, if you have shared a connection with this person, perhaps this is speaking about some kind of renewal here, okay? So you definitely stepped away from somebody who, like I said, you felt very connected with. The Six of Cups speaks about a feeling of nostalgia. So it could be somebody, like I said, that you have shared a previous connection with, somebody who you perhaps have shared a past life connection with. The Page of Wands being here, paired down here with the Knight of Cups, it's almost giving me that vibe of somebody is really itching to speak to you. Somebody really wants to come forward and you know, have some kind of conversation here with you. I will obviously go in and just double clarify all these messages just to see if we can get a deeper message here. But the Wheel of Fortune being here with the Hermit. Now the Hermit is very much like this Four of Swords energy. So I do feel on both sides there's been a lot of introspection here. I do feel as though both parties have had, you know, quite some time apart, and during that time apart both parties have kind of gone within. There's been a lot of inner work that's taken place here. Now this Knight of Cups is heading directly towards this Queen of Cups here, okay? So there is somebody wanting to come forward with some kind of offer of their feelings or emotions. Like I said, this is somebody who I feel has been in your energy for quite some time. This person's definitely been wanting to speak to you or speak with you for quite some time now, but it's almost as if I get the feeling that the timing wasn't quite right before. With the Wheel of Fortune being here, it kind of feels as though it's right now, okay? The Tower giving that energy of completely unexpected. I don't think that you're necessarily you know, thinking that this person's going to reach out and communicate with you. If it's not that, it's more of a you never felt as though this could come back around for you, and now it is. And that's what the shocking kind of, the shock factor is all about here with the Tower. But like I said, the Tower does bring about a brand new perspective, a brand new way of doing something, or even, you know, being, right? So the Four of Swords is being clarified here by the Justice card, okay? So this time apart was definitely needed. With the Justice being here, it's giving off that feeling of things had to be learned. Something had to balance itself out. Perhaps in the past the timing wasn't just right. Perhaps there were still things that, you know, both parties had to learn or grow through. Perhaps karmic cycles still had to be, you know, closed out here. Three of Wands in reverse, okay, but it's almost as if when this connection ended, it's almost as if it didn't end on bad terms, is one thing I want to say. The second thing I want to say is it was almost as if there was never any like big conversation as to, you know, why things ended or how it ended. It almost feels as though this connection was just put on a pause moment. I don't think either party really looked at it that way. But with the Three of Wands being here in reverse, it was almost as if Spirit was like, right, let's pause this. Both parties have to go off, do their thing, do the inner work. They've still got some lessons to learn here. This is going to come back round, but only when the time is right. Tell me more about the Six of Cups, please. Queen of Pentacles, give me one more. And the Magician. Yeah, there's definitely not been communication between these two people here. We've got the Eight of Wands here in reverse. And if there has been communication between both parties, you know, here in the past, there's a lot of blue here, I want to say. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. If there has been communication between both parties along the way, it's kind of been a bit hit and miss. The Eight of Wands in reverse is that energy of, yes, a lack of communication or no communication, but it can also indicate communication that's been kind of misunderstood, or, you know, it's almost as if these are two ships passing in the night. You know, if one person's gone to communicate at such a time and the other person has got a lot on, or, you know, is going through a hell of a lot, that communication or the you know, the idea of the communication behind it has kind of gone amiss, right? Okay, so Six of Cups is being clarified here by the Queen of Pentacles and the Magician. Like I said, this is something, and I don't think either party, again, I know I keep repeating myself here, but I don't think either party really thought about this coming back around. But it's almost like unconsciously they have been manifesting the return of this connection here. There's something here about the feminine, whoever the feminine one is in the relationship. Now, you know, as I always say, it's interchangeable. You know, we all have both feminine and masculine energy within us. So for instance, we could be in a male and female relationship, male female connection, but the male is more feminine than masculine, and you know what I mean. So there was something about the feminine energy within this connection really had to find some kind of stability here. Now we do see a pentacle, so this does allude more to financial stability, perhaps stability in the home, perhaps even stability within their own mind, right? We're speaking about mental health and emotional well-being here, okay? But again, it's almost as if unconsciously both parties agreed, right, let's go off and work on ourselves, and we'll return back to each other at a later date, right? Again, this wasn't verbally spoken of. It wasn't something that you know, there wasn't an agreement here, but like I said, it's almost like unconsciously this is what had happened here, especially with the Magician being here. Okay, so the Page of Wands is being clarified here by the Emperor. So the person who's been kind of hiding here in the background, oh look, here we go, we've got a Page of Cups as well. The person who's been lingering here in the background, wanting to come in to communicate for quite some time, they are showing up as an Emperor energy, okay? So this is an older male. This is somebody who is quite strong-willed, somebody quite independent. This is somebody who basically has got their shit together, right? And I want to say emotionally more than anything else here, right? Because that's being paired with the Page of Cups. Now, obviously, Cups in Tarot does speak about feelings and emotions. We obviously, like I said, see a Knight of Cups down here, and the Knight of Cups is slowly approaching the Queen of Cups, right? So this is the person that's wanting to come in. So not only are they wanting to come in and, you know, spark up some kind of conversation with the Queen of Cups, they also want to almost offer a small amount of their emotions here. Now I feel as though it's small because they're a little bit wary, they're a little bit panicked that perhaps the Queen of Cups is not going to accept them. Perhaps they're afraid the Queen of Cups is going to reject them, especially if the Queen of Cups has rejected them here in the past. Because like I said, I almost felt as though ships passed in the night. When one was ready, the other one wasn't. It's almost as if timing just wasn't right, but it is now. Okay, so, ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Now, I barely even asked that question, and the Five of Cups and the Four of Swords reversed literally flew out of the deck. Okay, so this has not come with heartbreak. I mean, so there has been upset caused between this disconnect between both people. There has been a sense of grief, a sense of loss here, a sense of, I feel, a little bit of hopelessness. perhaps you know, either or both parties longing for that connection again, or longing to meet somebody who they felt that deep connection with but not really ever being able to, right? But the Four of Swords being here in reverse now, obviously right at the beginning we see that upright, it's now down here in reverse, and it's clarifying that Wheel of Fortune. So again, I know I keep repeating myself, but the timing is perfect now. Timing is perfect, because the Wheel of Fortune is speaking all about that karmic wheel. This is a brand new cycle that wants to begin, and it's both parties coming out of that Four of Swords energy, so that need for solitude, that need for rest. It's time to come out of that now. There has been a great deal of heartbreak, grief, sadness and loss, but I almost feel as though there is a lot of happiness that's waiting to come here. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups, please. The Hanged Man. Okay, this has been on the back burner for quite some time now, I feel. Yeah, there's that Two of Wands in reverse. Obviously, we see the Three of Wands up here in reverse also. Time almost stood still for both parties, I feel. Although I feel both parties have grown immensely, especially when it comes to the way they view love, the way they view relationships, or even just their emotional maturity, right? Time really has stood still. Like I said, I just feel as though both parties were never able to really meet or connect with anybody else the same way that they did with this person. Okay, this is almost like a match made in heaven here. But with the Hanged Man representing the Knight of Cups, somebody's definitely sat on their feelings for a very long time here. And again, it's a very masculine energy, so I'm inclined to say that it is the masculine within this connection. They have kind of taken a step back. I feel as though they've watched the Queen of Cups from afar, with the Page of Wands wanting to come in, wanting to communicate, the Page of Cups wanting to offer some kind of feelings and emotions towards the Queen of Cups, but fearing, again, rejection, fearing as though, you know, it was the wrong thing to do. This is somebody who has sat on these feelings for a long time. And as I say that, we have a King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which, you know, as you all know, is someone who does feel at a really, you know, a really deep level. This is somebody who does hold very deep feelings for the Queen of Cups here, but doesn't necessarily show or even know how to show that, right? Tell me more about this Hermit energy, please. Tell me more about the Hermit. Okay, we have the Fool. That is just a beautiful energy. This is talking about a brand new beginning. It's also talking about, wow, look, we have the Six of Cups that has shown up again. Okay, so again, that past relationship. There's definitely a new beginning happening here within this connection. Okay, again, the fact is clarifying the Hermit. This comes after a long time of both parties doing a lot of inner soul searching, I feel, right? But the Fool is all about taking that leap of faith, right? That leap of faith towards the person who you feel so deeply connected with. Okay, this is just somebody who it's like each party makes each other feel, they feel like they're home when they're with one another. When they talk to one another, they feel as though somebody finally gets them, somebody who they can, you know, really talk to about anybody, somebody who they can rely on through thick and thin, right? This is just somebody who they just share such a beautiful, loving, nurturing connection with. And like I said, this was never over. It was almost as if it was just put on pause for a little while. Tell me more about this Tower energy, please. The Empress in reverse. So I feel as though Ten of Swords, yeah. So I do, again, this is very masculine orientated. I do feel like it is the masculine within the connection who is actually going to be coming forward to speak to the feminine, because we have an Empress here in reverse alongside the Ten of Swords. Now this is obviously clarifying that Tower energy, okay? So that shock factor, that news that comes out of nowhere, or, you know, something that happens in their life where it was completely unexpected, okay? And it does throw this Empress out of sorts for a little while. And I do think it probably is the fact that the masculine comes forward to really speak of their feelings and emotion towards this feminine. I also feel as though the masculine is going to be really open and honest with the fact that, you know, for them, you know, the love never dwindled, the connection was never really over for them. I also feel as though they're almost going to open up to this feminine about the fact that they have been wanting to reach out and reconnect with this feminine for such a long time, but they always felt as though, you know, there was fear, or there was a fear of rejection, a fear of, you know, perhaps it not being the right time, whatever it was. But this feminine, like I said, the shock factor and the Tower energy is here with this Ten of Swords, because the feminine really thought that this was over. The feminine never thought that this could ever come back together again. Now I'm just going to finish the reading with a few messages from the romance angels here. Let's see what the romance angels has to say. Okay, we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay, now when we say engagement, we're not speaking of the literal, you know, here's a ring, will you marry me? The engagement is the fact, as the card states, your love life is about to ascend to higher levels. Okay, so if commitment is something you've been searching for quite some time now, and you just felt as though this is never going to happen for me, right, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life, that is all about to change for you, because there's definitely a return here from somebody who loves you very, very deeply. Tell me more, please. Wedding. Engagement, wedding. I don't want to freak you guys out. The situation involves marriage, okay? If marriage is not something that is on the cards for you, this is just speaking about a higher level of commitment, okay? I just feel as though whoever I'm reading for here, they haven't had like this long-term committed relationship for quite some time now, and I do feel as though the collective almost gave up, and everything is literally about to change. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And then bottom of the deck, we do have romantic feelings and we have soulmate. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, and yes, this is your soulmate, okay? So if you've been watching my readings for quite some time, you'll know that I speak about twin flames, soulmates, you know, that kind of, well, I don't like to put labels on things like that, but I do personally believe in twin flame relationships. I also believe in soulmate relationships, karmic relationships, etc, etc. This is more of a soulmate relationship, okay? So there's definitely been a lot of work that's a lot of inner work that's taken place here, but both people are gravitating back towards one another. So I would say expect some kind of communication coming from whoever the masculine is here in this connection. And don't be surprised if they really open up about how it is they truly feel about you. Okay, so that was your reading for the 23rd and 24th of May. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it resonated. If you do enjoy my readings, please hit the subscribe button. And yeah, guys, I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for being here. Take care. Bye.